Hi everyone, welcome to day 4. I believe I'm live, but I am, it looks like I am live. Welcome to day 4. If you are on, I'd love you to tell me if you can hear me. Going through all the technical stuff, which I must admit is not my forte. Oh, hello, I can see somebody's on. Can you just give me a little wave? I would love to see that, if you can hear me. So welcome to day 4. Today we're going to be talking about why forgive. Why shall we forgive? I hope you guys watched that TED Talk with that lady that I posted. It was probably one of the most beautiful TED Talks I've watched in a while. I felt that, when I heard what had happened to her, I couldn't believe that, somebody could have gone through what she went through. And still find forgiveness. And I don't know what you have gone through. I don't know how much you have been hurt, or how much guilt you are holding on to. But I really feel in my heart that understanding why we are here is really important. Understanding why we are doing this work, it's really, really important, because it really helps us and drives us to really forgive. Some of you may know that I'm studying a bachelor, a master's, and a PhD in natural medicine. And I was listening to one of my lectures. So the doctor who is the main lecturer in my university is the doctor that is the founder of the university, and he comes from a strong background in conventional medicine. So he was a doctor for over 20 years, and then he started studying natural medicines like acupuncture and homeopathy, and then he realized that he could help 95% of their patients just by using natural medicine. And he talked about, when patients came to see him and said, they were terminal, patients, like they had a terminal illness. And he used to say to them, you need emotionally, you need to let this go. You need to forgive. You need to really release this resentment that you've been holding on to if you want to get well. And he said that a lot of his patients would say, I would rather die than forgive. When he talked about that, it felt familiar, and it reminded my story and where I was when unconsciously I asked that question, what if I didn't forgive? What if I just, kept, drinking all my green juices and, focusing on my exercise and my meditation, and, what if I didn't forgive? When I started reading about cancer, I read a lot of information about cancer being an emotional disease, a disease of the soul. It wasn't on one book. It was in lots and lots of books. And one that comes to my mind, and one that I have, is Louise Hay's book, which is, she's a very famous author, and her book is called You Can Heal Yourself. And and she describes cancer. She had cancer herself, cervical cancer, and she cured herself just by healing her inner traumas and her inner hurt, and all of the her inner child issues that she had. She describes cancer as being a deep hurt, a long-standing resentment, a deep grief or secret, a grief that is eating away at the self. And then she asks, questions, caring hatreds, what is the use? And then when I look at bowel problems, she has a list of like the problems that each part of the body represents. And it says on her book, represents the release of the waste, fear of letting go of the old and no longer needed. When I read that, that was me. That was me all over it. I had been holding on to a long-standing resentment. I had been holding on to a deep, deep hurt. It's almost if it was a secret because I didn't tell anyone apart from just burying this thing down inside me. I let this thing like eat me away until it kind of became this cancer thing, like this mass inside me. And I physically had bowel problems, which is that I couldn't release the waste any longer, like literally. I was fearful of letting it go. If I let this go, who will I become? Who will I be? What will I be left with? There is no more this poor Angelica, she went through this and that and the other. There isn't that anymore. So who will I be? How can I create a different identity? If I've been holding on to this for so long and the identity that I had created for myself, it came with this baggage and this pain and this hurt. But I knew deep in my heart, if I didn't forgive, for me, I felt that if I didn't forgive, the cancer was going to come back. And I wanted to live so much for my kids, for my husband, for me, that I was ready and prepared to do anything to get back to health again, to heal myself. I was only 38 years old. I wasn't ready to leave. I wasn't ready to leave my kids, my husband. I wasn't ready to live my life. So I did it selfishly for me because I wanted to heal myself. I had this feeling deep in my heart that if I didn't forgive, like I said it on the first day, God spoke to me on that first day. And that was the message: you need to forgive. I'm not saying that this is your reality. I'm not saying that this is what you need to do, otherwise you're going to get sick. I'm just saying that this was my reality. This is how I saw it. And you might call me selfish because I did it for me. But I saw this as a very black and white decision. I needed to forgive to get well for real. And I did not want the cancer to come back. I wanted to live so badly that I was prepared to do whatever it took to heal myself. And that came with the forgiveness. So today what we're going to do is really ask ourselves, why do we want to let this go? And we're just going to allow the questions to come through. We're not going to be fearful of allow the answers, to come through. We're not going to be fearful of the answers anymore. Because obviously if you are here, you made that decision. You want to forgive. But why do you want to forgive? So you might know already that this is affecting your physical health. You might have this kind of intuition inside you that this is affecting your emotional health. This is affecting how you feel each day. Despite you trying to, ignore it and hide it and deal with it, and you might know deep inside that you need to release this anger, this resentment, this guilt, this feeling of being a victim, so you can go into the next level of your life. So I want you to really invite those answers to come through, and I want you to really feel in your body and connect to your body, so almost as if your body wants to speak to you. You know, like I said it, you know, our bodies are incredibly intelligent and our bodies hold on some important information. All we need to do is to allow that information to come through. And if you do, you know, the information will come through. Now, leaving the ego aside, leaving your kind of premeditative like thoughts behind. Just like really surrender to your body and relax through your body and allow those answers to come through. It's important to understand why you are doing this, because it's challenging. But when you really understand why you want to do this, you know, we get a push. We get like, you know, a kick in the butt, if you like. You know, we get like, yeah, I am doing this because this is what I want to do. I want to create a new version of myself. I don't want to hold on to this anymore. I want to let this go because I don't want to be angry anymore. I want to feel fulfilled. I want to feel happier. So let's just close our eyes and prepare ourselves to meditate today. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Another inhale and exhale. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Now back to your normal breathing. Just let's go through a body scan and feel our body relaxing from the top of our heads to our forehead, our eyes, our jaws, our neck, our shoulders, our arms. Keep breathing through this, allowing yourself to get deeper and deeper into the relaxation. Relaxing your chest, your tummy, your hips, your legs, and your feet. Just feel your body relaxing. And feeling very, very, very relaxed. Now let's remind ourselves we're safe here. Say quietly to yourself, I am safe. Let's remind ourselves we choose to forgive. Just say to yourself quietly, I choose to forgive. Now put your hand on your tummy and the other hand onto your heart, and just connect to your body. Connect to your inner self, to your intuition. And ask yourself the question, why do I want to forgive? Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Why do I want to let go? Again, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Allow those answers to come through. Why do I want to release these negative thoughts? Deep breath in and deep breath out. Is it because it's affecting my physical health? Is it because it's stopping me from feeling happy? Is it because it's stopping me from living the life I want to live? Why do I want to forgive? Keep focusing on your breath. Embrace those answers as you feel, as your reason. Keep your connection to your body. Stay present. Stay focused. Just one more time, ask yourself that question. Why do I want to forgive? Slowly come back to your environment. Come back to where you are right now. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Place your both hands onto your heart. Take another deep breath in and deep breath out. Bring your hands to the third eye. And namaste. Guys, I hope that you can write it down, all the answers that came through, on your journal. Why do you want to forgive? Why, remind yourself, keep asking yourself that question. Remind yourself over and over again. Why do I want to let this go? Why do I want to release myself from this negative charge that I've been carrying, all my life? Just keep being curious about it. So guys, tomorrow is the last day, day 5. I would love for you guys to come live. I would love to hear, you know, to have some sort of interaction, to see how you guys got on in the week as well, and how you're feeling, and if, you know, this challenge has really helped you to get to a point that you have been able to forgive, or if anything, you know, that you are kind of, you know, opening, the doors are open, and you can see that that is in a very, very near future for you. You know, that you can see that it's possible, that you really feel that, you know, it has made a difference, you know, going through all of those exercises that we've gone through, you know, to understand what has happened, and to acknowledge and accept in a way that, you know, you just want to let that go. You don't want to carry this anymore. I would love to see you guys tomorrow live, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Sending lots of love, and take care.